Chung Xiaoyu stands before the mirror at home. Her fingers tremble as she fastens. That silver necklace she has never worn before. The pendant is an exquisite snowflake, glistening with subtle radiance in the morning light. This was left to her by her mother, one of the few valuable items she possessed. She had always been reluctant to wear it. The interviewer adjusts his glasses. Asks Miss Chung, "Your resume is quite impressive. Could you tell us why you chose Yuanshan Group?" Chung Xiaoyu takes a deep breath. Replies that your company's innovation in eco-friendly building materials has left a deep impression on me. My graduation thesis was about the future development direction of green architecture, and Yuanshan Group happens to be a pioneer in this field. She answers the questions fluently, her gaze steady. The mother's necklace seemed to give him extra courage. The interview went quite smoothly. When Chung Xiaoyu stood up to say goodbye, he even caught a glimpse of approval in the interviewer's eyes. Perhaps there was real hope for this interview. In the hallway, Chung Xiaoyu lowered his head to organize the documents in his bag, unaware of the figure approaching from around the corner. By the time he realized it, he had already collided solidly with a tall figure. "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to." He hurriedly apologized. Looking up, he met a pair of sharp, eagle-like eyes. It was a man in his 50s with black hair meticulously combed back, wearing an impeccably tailored suit, exuding an aura of authority without anger. Chung Xiaoyu immediately recognized him. Lu Yuanshan, founder and chairman of Yuanshan Group. Before coming to the interview, Xiaoyu specifically looked up the corporation's information. "It's all right, young lady." Lu Yuanshan initially just glanced at him casually. But his gaze suddenly froze when it swept past his neck. His expression shifted from calm to shocked. His lips trembled slightly. His voice suddenly became hoarse. "Where did you get this necklace?" Chung Xiaoyu touched the snow in confusion. "The snowflake pendant, it's my mother's keepsake." Lu Yuanshan's expression grew, even more complicated. He took a step forward. Almost urgently pressing further. "Who is your mother? What is her name?" Chung Xiaoyu was startled by his reaction. Subconsciously taking half a step back. "My mother's name is Chung Shui." "Did you know my mother?" Lu Yuanshan was as if struck by lightning. His tall frame swayed unsteadily. He had to brace against the wall to keep his balance. His gaze remained fixed on Chung Xiaoyu's face, as if searching for another person's shadow in his features. "Chung Shui, no wonder." "No wonder," he murmured to himself, his eyes flickering with emotions Chung Xiaoyu couldn't decipher. "How old are you this year?" Chung Xiaoyu replied, puzzled. The number 22 seemed to strike Lu Yuanshan like a physical blow. He closed his eyes, took a deep breath. "How is your mother doing?" Chung Xiaoyu felt his throat tighten. "She passed away 3 years ago. Late-stage lung cancer." Lu Yuanshan's eyes snapped open. His face instantly turned as pale as paper. After a long silence, his trembling hand reached toward Chung Xiaoyu. But he stopped just before touching her. "I need to confirm something. Can you come with me to the hospital?" "The hospital? Why?" Chung Xiaoyu clutched her bag warily. Lu Yuanshan's tone was almost pleading. "We need to do a DNA test. I must confirm some things. Chung Xiaoyu's mind was in chaos. This unfamiliar elder, why did he care so much about her and her mother? What did the DNA test imply? All sorts of terrible guesses flashed through her mind. Chung Xiaoyu spoke up. "Chairman Lu, I don't understand." Lu Yuanshan interrupted her, his voice low and firm. "If my guess is correct, then you are very likely my daughter." Chung Xiaoyu felt a wave of dizziness. The corridor seemed to be spinning around. He steadied himself against the wall. The snowflake pendant dug deep into his palm. Bringing a sharp sting of pain. Chung Xiaoyu shook his head, saying this can't be true. "My mother never mentioned you." A flicker of pain crossed Lu Yuanshan's eyes. "That's exactly what I need to confirm." "Over 20 years ago, your mother and I shared a relationship." "This snowflake necklace you're wearing was my gift to her." "We parted due to some misunderstandings later." "The timing of our separation matches your age closely." "So I suspect you might be my daughter." Chung Xiaoyu's breathing grew rapid. Her mother had indeed never spoken of her father. Whenever she asked, her mother would just smile bitterly and say he was a good man. Who simply wasn't around anymore. Chung Xiaoyu always believed his father had passed away. Lu Yuanshan's voice softened. "Come with me to the hospital." "If it's not the case, I'll apologize and compensate for your time." "If it is, please give me a chance to make amends." All these years, Chung Xiaoyu had also been very curious about what his father was like. No matter what the truth was back then, he wanted to know. A few hours later, Chung Xiaoyu sat on a bench in the hospital, watching the nurse take his hair sample. Lu Yuanshan stood by the window, his silhouette appearing exceptionally lonely. Can you tell me how you and my mother met? Chung Xiaoyu broke the silence. Lu Yuanshan turned around. A nostalgic look appears in his eyes. That was in 1999. I was giving a lecture at the university. Your mother was an architecture student, sitting in the front row. After the lecture ended, she stopped me, pointing out a structural flaw in one of my design blueprints. Lu Yuanshan's lips curved slightly upward, as if transported back to that moment. She was so young, yet so self-assured, her eyes sparkling like stars. I was captivated by her. Invited her to intern at my company. That summer, we fell in love. Chung Xiaoyu listens to this story both unfamiliar and familiar. Her mother truly had been a top student in architecture. But because she was raising her daughter alone, she ended up working as a regular employee at a small design company, never truly showcasing her real talent. Chung Xiaoyu pressed further. What happened next? Why did you separate? Lu Yuanshan's expression darkened. My family didn't approve of us being together. They arranged another marriage for me. I cowardly gave in. By the time I regretted it, your mother had already left this city, without a trace. Chung Xiaoyu felt a surge of anger rise within her. So you just gave up on looking for her? Lu Yuanshan said bitterly. I searched, I looked everywhere possible, including her hometown. But she cut off all contact. 3 days later, the two came to the hospital again. The doctor looked at Lu Yuanshan. Mr. Lu smiled and said the test results show a 99.99% probability of paternity. The air seemed to freeze. Chung Xiaoyu felt a ringing in her ears. The doctor's voice grew distant. She truly is Lu Yuanshan's daughter. This business magnate worth billions. This is utterly absurd. Xiaoyu, Lu Yuanshan reached out to her, tears welling in his eyes. Chung Xiaoyu abruptly stood up. I need time to process all of this. She turned and ran out of the hospital. The snowflake necklace bounced against her collarbone as she ran, like her mother's gentle reassurance. The rain fell heavier now. Chung Xiaoyu wandered aimlessly down the street, tears mingling with the rain. She remembered her mother holding her hand during her illness, saying, Xiaoyu, Mom, I'm sorry. I couldn't give you a better life. The phone suddenly rang. It was an unfamiliar number. Miss Chung. I'm the HR director of Yuanshan Group. Congratulations on passing our company's interview. We've decided to hire you as a marketing assistant. Chung Xiaoyu froze. Was this a coincidence or Lu Yuanshan's arrangement? He recalled his performance during the interview, confident it was an evaluation earned on merit. Thank you, but I need time to consider. He hung up the phone. Standing in the rain, the snowflake pendant grew warm against his chest. His mother chose to raise him alone. He never sought help from Lu Yuanshan. There must have been a reason. And now Chung Xiaoyu needs to decide whether to accept this sudden father and the brand new life he represents. He looks up at the gloomy sky and softly asks, Mom, what should I do? The snowflake on the necklace glimmers faintly in the rain, as if it were his mother's response. Not far away, Lu Yuanshan has been quietly following behind. From the moment he saw the necklace, he had made his decision,